Trump cuts Ukraine aid as State Department totally went nuclear on foreign assistance. Rightfully so. I'm so tired of our tax dollars going to these other countries. They got how many times Zelensky came to the United States with his hand out, asking for money, begging for money, and our own country, our own citizens are here suffering. It makes absolutely no sense. We send billions upon billions of dollars to this country, and we're getting absolutely nothing in return other than the money laundering and stuff that was going on. That's the reason. That's a lot of the reason why Ukraine was getting so much money is because a lot of the Democrats was getting kickbacks from this money that they were giving to Ukraine. So we're gonna talk about it. I'm so happy that this is happening. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. Has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from Zero Hedge, and they report that the Trump State Department on Friday halted spending on almost all foreign aid grants for 90 days, which also appears to apply to funding for military assistance to Ukraine, Political reports. And y'all know I did I talked about this in one of my updates, probably like a day or two ago, that he was gonna do this, and I'm glad that he actually stuck to his word and he's cut off all of the aid, with exceptions to Ukraine, I believe. I'm not Ukraine, sorry, Israel. We're still sending money to Israel, which is a whole separate issue. I don't understand why we're giving money to Israel. They are not a third world country. They are a technological advanced country. Why are we giving them money? Why are we giving them aid? They have it makes no sense to me. I believe I want to say Jordan or someone like, I know it's a Middle East country we'll continue to give money to, and there's another country as well. I can't remember the other two countries, but I definitely remember we're still sending money to Israel, which makes absolutely no sense. Um, but the guidance issued by Secretary of State Mark Rubio was sent to all diplomatic and consular posts and orders all department staffers to issue stop work orders on nearly all, quote, existing foreign assistance awards. He said, it appears to go further than President Donald Trump's recent executive order, which instructed the department to pause foreign aid grants for 90 days pending review by the secretary. It had not been clear from the president's order if it would affect already appropriated funds or Ukraine aid. The new guidance means no further actions will be taken to disperse aid funding to programs already approved by the U.S. government, according to 3 current and 2 former officials familiar with the new guidance. That was from Politico. So it's even the aid that was approved by Congress. We put it's kaput. We stopped it. No more money to Ukraine or anyone else. Again, aside from Israel. I don't know if this article is going to talk about the other 2 countries or not. I'll read further and we'll find out. But Rubio also outlined the Trump administration's stance on spending, saying, quote, every dollar we spend, every program we fund, and every policy we pursue must be justified with the answer to 3 simple questions, Rubio wrote. The questions: does the action make America safer? Great question. Stronger and more prosperous. Those I love. I'm so excited. I'm so stoked. I'm loving this. The new order reportedly shocked State Department officials. Of course, the deep state was going to be shocked by this. It said, quote, state just totally went nuclear on foreign assistance, a State Department official told Politico. Rubio was confirmed unanimously by the Senate the day before and is the first of Trump's cabinet nominees on the job. Previously, he was a senior senator from Florida, of course, and he served on the Foreign Relations Committee for more than a decade. He developed a reputation as a China hawk and a fierce critic of the neoliberal foreign policy consensus that emerged after the Cold War. Shortly after taking the oath of office, he went He sent a lengthy cable to every U.S. diplomat and consular post worldwide, letting them know that the Biden administration had mistakenly emphasized, quote, ideology over common sense and, quote, misread the world. Um, you'll never guess who still gets the aid. This is so. Here we go. This is what I was alluding to. So we got the we'll talk. We're going to be talking about who continues to get aid, even though it's a 90-day stop for most countries. He said the document specified that Israel, which I already alluded to, and Egypt. I knew it was a Middle East country. Egypt will continue to receive that sweet U.S. taxpayer money. I thought it was a third country as well. Was it Jordan or somebody? I thought it was Israel, Egypt, and someone else. I can't remember. It also allows emergency food assistance and, quote, legitimate expenses incurred prior to the date of this guidance under existing awards. And also the decisions need to be, quote, consistent with the terms of the relevant award. On State Department of I'm sorry. I'm struggling reading today, y'all. I apologize. One State Department official, as well as two former Biden admin officials, told Politico that the pause appears to stop aid to Ukraine, Jordan, and Taiwan. Wow, I thought Jordan was still getting funds. So this is interesting news to me. While the report suggests that the guidance could open the U.S. government to civil liability from lawsuits over unfulfilled contracts if the terms are deemed to have been violated, said the current and former officials. So if we decide not to give money to a country, they can sue us. Like that sounds super duper weird to me. So you decide, like, you know what, I don't want to donate this money. I don't want to give this money to you now. Someone can go in and sue you for it. That is crazy. But that said, the note from Rubio clearly states that the decision need to be, quote, consistent with the terms of the relevant award. So very interesting. I'm glad we put a stop to it. I don't know why we're still sending money to Israel and Egypt, though. I mean, what we just need to, I believe we need to just stop it across the board for right now until we get our country straight, till we get our people on track. I mean, how can we continue? We have over trillions of dollars in debt. Our government, $1 trillion in debt. How can you justify giving money to other people when we have all this debt? It makes no sense to me. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.